Sanibonani.
Huh?
Molweni. Goeienaand. Hey, guten Abend. Cool is Deutsch like Cape Town. They speak Deutsch in Cape Town. Nubelang. Hey, I'm so grateful to be with you. Nikona la. How's the city? I'm grateful to be here. My name is Glenn Amklope, and I'm so honored to be your program director this evening. And also, I like the fact that we are celebrating something so special, something that is global in our own part of the world. Ekapalodumo here in Cape Town, where two oceans meet. The Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. Angazi ukuthi babu Alan uyavuma yini. Our premier, do you agree, Baba? Yes. Yes, our two oceans meet. I'd like to welcome the premier of this province, Mr. Alan Wind. And to welcome us all, I'd like to invite the founding director of iZinga, Sister, Mr. Derek. Mr. Derek Labner, Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Wait, Sunday.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Gino is another living legend. We have a few in the house. I wanted to just mention them by name. First of all, thank you to the Premier and Tracy for gracing us with their presence. I know you have to rush off and you can go anytime. We won't hold that against you. We have Tembi. Is Tembi here? Where's Tembi? There's Tembi Tambo, our ex-ambassador to the UK and various other parts. And we have also the famous, fantastic living legend who is Zapiro. Where is Zapiro? He's here. Okay, I'm going to try and make this slow, so just bear with me. I've got a bit of a run. I don't normally prepare speeches. This one I had to because I didn't want to forget. Mike, come on in. So, in 2001, around that time, I don't know if you remember those days, it was called the .com. Wait, I'm not meant to move, right? Oh, fine. It was the .com crazy era. I don't know how many people remember that. I was involved with two other people here based in Cape Town. I was living here. At the time, we bought a license to a company called Commerce One, which was software platform for procurement. And we had a launch. We had our American partners came out, especially for the launch, and they asked if they could meet Madiba at the time, who was, as you know, was retired at the time, living in Houghton. And we said, sure. That's another long story, what happened there, but okay. So anyway, we went to his house in Houghton, and we sat around the table, and I was sitting next to Madiba, which is a huge honor, as you can imagine. And we were talking about the platform and what we were going to do and when we were going to launch. And we said, we're launching tomorrow morning, 7:00 at the Sun Hotel. And he said, I want to come to that launch. So we said, no. Don't be ridiculous. It's small, it's like a small thing. We're just doing a launch at 7:00. No, I want to come. He shouted to Zelda. He said, Zelda, what am I doing tomorrow at 7:00 in the morning? And she said, nothing, Madiba, but you've got a call with the Iranian president at 10, so you need to be back. He said, I want to go to this launch. So we sat there going, okay, now exactly what do we do? Security, protocols, all that kind of stuff. Excuse me. Hold on one second. Let me get some water. Anyway, what happened was my father and I, we planned all sorts of things and whatever. It's a long story. And I was holding the launch. I was doing the presentation and we invited a whole bunch of people. We had about 60 people and they all rocked up on time and they were sitting in the thing and I was running around like a crazy person. Anyway, we stood outside and at 7:00 on the dot, he arrived in one car.
Yes. Wonderful.
And got out the car and said, how are you? How are you? You know how I used to say it. And he climbed up the stairs with us, the escalator. And I ran ahead of him to the room and said, everybody's getting itchy. Why aren't you starting on time? I said, no, we've got a very special guest who's about to arrive. And yeah, but I got to get to work and that kind of stuff. So I said, no, please be patient. And in he came and sat in the front row and listened to my pretty boring presentation about this software company. And at the end, I said, anybody have any questions? Shot up his hand. And he said, yes. I said, yes, my dear, what's your question? He said, how is this going to help South Africa? And so fast forward 20 years or more or less, and that's what we are doing. We asked ourselves, how are we going to help South Africa? So, okay, now we start. Yeah, thank you. Let me move this out the way. So, just a little bit of background about my family. My great-grandparents and grandparents arrived from Eastern Europe, like many Jewish families, in the 1890s, 1900s. They came here pretty much with nothing and set up businesses, and the whole story. One of them was a smos who used to travel to Oudtshoorn, and anyway, the beginnings of our company, which is Plate Glass, actually started in 1897 in Batencamp Street, just down the road. And from that legacy, my grandfather was one of the first supporters of the Star Seaside Fund. He felt that it was incredibly not great that children had never seen the sea. So he used to fund kids to go to the sea. From that, fast forward to 1997, was the 100th anniversary of the group. My dad and my uncle Bertie, Sue's here, her father, they started Africa Tikkun, which is now a huge NGO based in Joburg, but all over the country, and the Field Band Foundation. And my cousin Mark is involved in Smile Foundation. My other cousins live in Plettenberg Bay. They've set up the Sabrina Love Foundation to help disabled kids in that area. My brother set up a foundation called This Day, which is funding a lot of stuff in South Africa. And I have been involved for 25 years running my late parents' foundation called MADE, Make an Immediate Difference. Some of you are recipients of that funding. And I also I'm trying to get my credibility here, as you can tell. I also ran the African Art Factory, which was in Somerset Hospital in about 2000-something, where we had and also part of the thinking that came into iZinga, where we basically, there was a facility for about 20 small businesses, and we provided the administrative layer so that they could concentrate on doing their stuff. So that's kind of where we led to iZinga Assist. Some of you were here this afternoon, so you kind of know. For those of you who weren't here, basically we're a platform. So we're an agnostic platform. We sit between donors and recipients, NGOs, and what basically the germ of the idea is to basically get donors to give money with confidence to NGOs in South Africa. The big problem, as you know, is that the NGO sector is huge. There are approximately 300,000 NGOs in South Africa, which is crazy. Many of them, we reckon, probably 5,000 to 6,000 are viable at any, pretty much they are going to have longevity. The rest are not going to be around. And we want to highlight the ones that are working, and a lot of you are representative of those here. We want to reduce and streamline admin for burdens for the NPOs so they can concentrate on what they do. They all set out to do good stuff. They do fantastic stuff every day, day in and day out. But a lot of the stuff that they don't do is the stuff where donors get irritated, communication, feedback, all that kind of stuff. So we are taking away the pain point for donors, basically. That's what we're trying to do. We want to provide an engaging, open, collaborative platform. This is where I'm reading my notes, where best practice, excellence, insights, and impact can be shared, distributed, and implemented. We want to listen to you. We don't know all the answers. We're learning from you all the time. And it's very much an interactive platform we've set up. We're going to set up chat rooms and all that kind of stuff so that you can tell us what is working and what's not working. We want to end the silo mentality of NGOs where they talk to themselves and they're not aware of what's going on around down the road, let alone anywhere else. And that's a big job. Listen, we started this 5 years ago, Henk and I, We hadn't a clue what we were getting in for. In fact, we still don't have a clue, frankly. But what we do know is that there's a need out there, and I think we're sort of filling that need. And we'll hopefully improve the sector in some way, shape, or form. We are not a fundraising platform. We need to make that clear. We're a donation enabler. We recognize and celebrate all stakeholders in the sector, from individuals to corporates, consultants to volunteers, funders to trustees. We want you all to engage with us. If we can add value to you and that is reciprocated, then we are interested. We are targeting South African expats. We reckon in London or in England alone, there's 700,000 South Africans living there, which is crazy, as you know. I'm sure most of you have family and friends and whatever living over there. And we, in just some of our research that we've done there and talking to South Africans, they are desperate to help NGOs in South Africa, but they are scared to do it because they don't know where the money's going to end up. So we're trying to take away that pain point. We want to highlight and celebrate the incredible life-affirming and life-enhancing work that you all do. We see a future where there are markedly less than 300,000 NPOs, rather a number, whatever that is, who are fundable, sustainable, impactful, and verified by us. We also are setting up a knowledge and assistance hub where there'll be free resources for NGOs to download from our partners at McRobert, the legal firm, contracts, a whole bunch of stuff. We've got templates. We got, there's just the support we've had from companies, from people, has just been incredible, and it just shows that people really want to help and upskill the sector and just make it easier for NGOs to operate. Hold on. Why now? Why are we doing it now? Well, we started 5 years ago, and what we didn't realize at the time, or we didn't know at the time, things like USAID funding drying up or being cancelled, and that has led to other governments, EU funding, UK funding, etc., has all become reduced dramatically. We were on a panel earlier with the CEO of Mothers to Mothers, an NGO that I've been on the board for 25 years. Overnight, we lost 65% of our funding from US government in January. So we have had to lay off about 1,100 people. I mean, the damage done is huge. And what's going to happen, we think, when the funding does come back in some way, shape, or form, is that it's going to be about verified NGOs. NGOs that are verified and are transparent and are open to funding. They're the ones that are going to be funded, the rest are not. We are, we're targeting South African, as we said, South African expats in London, and they are very digital focused. Everything's done on your app, on your phones, and that's the challenge that we've got. Competition is increasing for their attention. So I said this afternoon that it was a study I saw when you wake up in the morning in London. By the time you get to work, you've seen 78 images or 78 brands already. So the attention for your eyeballs is massive, and we have to find a way to get that attention, which we are desperately trying to do. We have reviewed, so far we have 171 NPOs on the platform. We haven't launched, this is the launch, so that's why we're here. We have 2,436 documents on the platform so far. 171 NPOs, 43 are fully verified, 167 documents have been flagged, which means they're not quite right, and we're going to help you to get them right. 63% of all policy documents are dated in 2025, which is interesting. So a lot of NGOs don't know what documents they need, and we're going to let them know that they need to be reviewed and renewed, and so that they're constantly up to date, so they don't have to worry about it. 275 IDs have been verified for PEP by the Department of Home Affairs and by sanctions. So our partnership with McRoberts, they look through every single trustee, board member, to make sure that they're not on any sort of wanted list of any sort. And the problem is with the UK, we're governed by the UK Charities Commission, and they have extremely stringent rules, as you can imagine, anti-money laundering and all that kind of stuff. So we have to be careful. Right. The distribution of our NPOs right now, it's a little bit skewed towards the Western Province, 52%, Eastern Province 9%, KZN 8%, Free State 1.2%, and Mpumalanga 0.6%. And see Gauteng's like 6%, but that's going to it doesn't matter. It's just some stats. Okay, moving on. My thoughts on South Africa, and I'm sorry, I apologize in advance, but never give somebody a chance to speak when, you know what I mean? It's like, this is my chance. Basically, South Africa is not special anymore from a global point of view. We're just another country, and just another country that's developing, that's got its issues, got its problems. And unfortunately, that's the case. So in order to stand out, we all know this, I'm not telling you anything new. In order to stand out, you have to be special, and it's hard. Also, and maybe I shouldn't be saying this in front of the Premier, but we need to stop the city by city comparison. We're all in this together. If Joburg's struggling, we need to help it. If Western Cape's doing great, fantastic, how can we help the rest of the country? It's that old adage of a rugby team, a soccer team, any team, you're only as good as your worst player. And this country needs to really get its head around helping to build the entire country, it's fantastic the Western Cape and Cape Town's doing great, and it, praise be and all of that kind of stuff, but the country needs to be upskilled, needs to be better and copy the Western Cape, fine. I didn't just say that because you're here. I didn't, I promise you. I wrote this a couple of days ago, I promise. Right, hold on. I'm nearly done here. I'm sure I don't need to remind you that South Africa has it all. Sunshine, friendly people, open people, entrepreneurial people. You've got everything going for you here. It's the most to come back here. Everybody says hello. Everybody's friendly. It's just a fantastic place to be. And people love to come here. As you know, the planes are full. The flights are full every night. This place is ready to rock. And it needs everybody to pull together. And we need to just talk about Madiba. We need to invoke the spirit of Madiba and coalesce around his brand, his persona, his ability to unite everyone around the world. We threw that legacy away, frankly. And it's time to resurrect it. And now I have a little... I was going to do thank yous first. No, I'll do thank yous last. I have a little... I love this... I'm not a hugely religious person, but I love this psalm, I think it was, Matthew 7.1. I think it's from the Sermon on the Mount, if I may. I'm not a biblical scholar. I know some of you are. And it goes like this. Do not judge, so that you may not be judged. For with judgment you make, you will be judged. And the measure you give will be the measure you get. Why do you see the speck in your neighbor's eye, but do not notice the log in your own eye? Or how can you say to your neighbor, let me take the speck out of your eye, while the log is in your own eye? You hypocrite. Bit harsh, but okay. First take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your neighbor's eye. Mm-hmm. Right, on to thank yous. Yeah. Didn't take me for a biblical scholar, did it? No. Okay. So, external thank yous. There are 3 companies that have done an amazing amount of work and have trusted us and have supported us right from the beginning. And I just want to say thank you. Huge that we've said it this afternoon, but again, it's repeating. These are companies that are just, when Henk and I first met them and we talked about what we were trying to do, they immediately signed up to us and supported us. It's, unbelievable support, and it's just huge gratitude from us. And that's MacRobert Attorneys from Kashifa. Please stand up, Cash.
Yay!
Oh, there you are, there.
Yeah, bro!
Alvain, where's Alvain? Alvain? There he is, okay. And thank you, Alvain. He was on a panel earlier, fantastic. And Charles, who's not here, who's their lead partner, general partner, I don't know what you call them. But thank you to MacRobert Attorneys. They're providing free legal advice. They've done all the reviewing for us. They're doing the vetting of people on the platform. It's just unbelievable support. Thank you, yeah. And then there's ShopRite, and it's so funny. Every time we have meetings in the UK and with the banks which is a nightmare, but that's another story. we talk about ShopRite and we say, oh, ShopRite, this is a big, large corporate. Oh, yes, similar to Tesco's. It's like, yeah, okay, fine. So in South Africa, we don't have to, you all know ShopRite, I have a feeling. And there are three gents, they're not here, I don't think. Are they here? No, I don't think they're here. So Bun, but for the record, this is being taped. Bun, Matt, and Jean was here earlier. Again, they're providing the banking part of it, the voucher part of it, just unbelievable support. They've been incredibly helpful. This is something that they've never done before, and they've just taken us under their wing. So again, huge thanks to them. And then we've got a company, I don't know if you've heard of them, they're called Prime Media. They have provided a scary moment here. They have a program called Corporates That Care, and Trish Taylor, where's Trish? She's not here. Has again huge support, and from Jonathan Proctor, their CEO, just incredible support. They've given us free airtime. I'm being interviewed on the radio tomorrow, so make sure you miss that. But I'm up on billboards in Joburg, which is a scary thought. But again, incredible support from Prime Media. So thank you very much. And then from Nedbank, Tracy, again, thank you for hosting us, for having us here. Just again, fantastic support. Just have never said no, and just really great. And then I thought you'll see outside, I don't know if you saw it when you came in, the Crucial Bar. So that's a drink that I invented about how many years ago? It seems about 60 years ago now. 3 years ago. How many? I can't see. 5 years ago. So I just thought at the same time of it, doing iZinga, because I had a lot of spare time, I'll start a non-alcoholic cordial. So that's what you see out there. Basically, I'm a sober person, so I believe that it's time to get people to stop drinking so much, especially in this country with all its attendant problems, as we know. And a huge thanks to Anna Mart for running that. Where's Anna Mart? Can't see. And please order it. You can go online, crucialdrinks.com. Am I right? Yes. And order lots, please, so that we can pay for this party. Thank you. And then iZinga people. Okay, this is a difficult one because I'll get emotional. Yeah. I will collect myself in a minute. So, without the team, so this is the team: Henk, Janet, Jill, Ricardo, Dragana, Vlad, Adele, Marlene, Clara, Max, Conrad, Gerhard, Kliko, and Rachel, who a lot of you all here. I'm not going to go through everybody, but without them, we wouldn't be here. It's as simple as that. So thank you so much. We have some ex-iZinga people as well, people who helped us in the beginning and for whatever, lots of reasons, they haven't taken the journey along with us. One of them is here, Charlotte. Where's Charlotte? Oh, there. Fantastic. Thank you. So lovely to see you back. Charlotte, Philippa, Godwin, Connell, and Alexandra. All people that sat on our boards and helped us right in the beginning to scope this. And again, it's a team effort, as you know. And that's it, folks. Thank you very much for your attention.
And you saw that iZinga. Western Cape South again, which means the standard is up. Are you with me? Yes. There's no clue there. I'm sure everybody can say Umgangato. You can say that? Yeah. Say it with attitude, man. Say that you're better than me, man. Do this thing. Umgangato. Yes, sir. So, the standard is high. And when you're looking at doing good, done better. To come in, am I right? Yeah. So iZinga, I'm so grateful that it is launched here tonight, and I'm going to call somebody who's going to present the iZinga Assist Innovation Award. Ms. Clara, Come Tuesday.
Very much, Taylor. So, the first award for tonight is the iZinga Assist Innovation Award. Drum roll, please. And the winner is the Roxy Davis Foundation.
Roxy Davis. Wow! Take a picture. Yeah, come closer this way. Come closer this way. More light, more light. Yes, sir. Siyabonga kakhulu. The foundation concluded. And now I'm gonna call Jill to come on stage and present the next award. Uzosondela. iZinga Assist Leadership Award.
Some of our planning's been slightly informal, so I don't even know what's doing this.
I was hoping you're gonna stand next to me at some point. It was just me hoping.
Good. Which one, seriously? What should we go?
It's also leadership.
Leadership.
Yes.
Oh, wow. It's impact. Sorry. So we're a bit informal. You could have the rigid way or you could have the iZinga way. We're friendly and informal. Thank you. Okay, no, I'm asking the boss. She's our boss. Impact. Aha.
There we go.
Right. Sorted.
So the leadership is next.
Oh, wow. Impact. Everything's about impact. Donors call it impact. It's actually change. That's what donors fund, change. And fascinatingly, impact isn't about numbers. It's not, you can have a small organization, you can reach a few people, make a real difference in their lives, or you can reach very large numbers. And this is so exciting. The Impact Award goes to the Zip Zap Circus School. A few words, well, from the street to the stage. That's where the kids come from, and you can come and watch Artscape show next month to see our kids from the street to the stage. Don't miss it.
Oh, sorry. That's not serious. Congratulations! Woo! I'd like to call Janet to come and present the Leadership Award.
Yeah.
Leadership Award!
Bueno, no. Sorry. That's too hot.
about this. So I would like to call up the Good Work Foundation.
Sorry, we're a bit on the outside. Then I went to call it strong.
I would like to call up to award the Leadership Award to the Good Work Foundation.
Yes!
People of remarkable work. And for anyone who's interested, I would suggest you look up what they do because it's truly impressive.
Madam, she's not going to sit down because I like to hear about other people's business. Let us know what they do. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Tina.
Which province?
We are in Mpumalanga. Yeah. And we build digital learning centers in rural communities. We work with grade 3s all the way up to adult learners and get them connected into all the work. And you'll be happy to know that with the grade 3s, we have a reading program. So you need to come and visit us.
Until we see that brighter future.
Yes.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yeah, but we've been talking earlier on that when I don't know how to get out of bed, when I'm super tired and I'm complaining and sulking, but I can't sulk because my calendar and my watch says get out of bed. So I repeat to myself until we see a brighter future in our children's eyes. Not much of what we do today has any value. So many people in this audience today, they know that we've got to see that brighter future in our children's eyes. And thanks, Satu. I'd like Hank to come and hand over the next award, please. Siyabonga.
This is the Excellence Award, and this is Friends of Free Wildlife.
Wow. Friends of Free Wildlife.
What do amazing. I must just tell you, we had about 41 applications per category. We were all in tears. I read it on the plane here from London. I was in tears with some of the stuff what the people are doing, the work that they do. And you also touched me with what you do here. So congratulations.
What an honor this is amongst all these amazing foundations and organizations. We are an animal rescue organization. We rescue, rehabilitate, and release urban wildlife. So 90% are birds that people bring in that they found in their garden injured. And then there's small mammals like bats and bush babies and squirrels. And we rehabilitate them and release them back into the wild.
That's all. Thank you. Congratulations. Oh, ngobakazanga thola ishathi yokhuluma eqaleni. Roxy Davis. Please come back. You have a program director who likes to ask under other people's business. It's just normal, that's the way I am. I'm so sorry. Tell us more.
Okay. Thank you so much for, I'm blown away, Innovation Award. We are a non-profit organization in Cape Town. We deliver ocean-based therapy for persons with disabilities, cognitive, sensory, intellectual, psychosocial, and physical disabilities. And everyone is welcome. You are all welcome to join us as a volunteer. Wow. And we've shifted into a space where we are providing guidance on design and systems change for organizations, as well as the city of Cape Town guiding the influence in how our beachfront is being redeveloped down in Muizenberg. So we want to partner and collaborate, because what I know about iZinga is it's about the power of collaboration, and we are really blessed and grateful to be here. So thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Ngicela ukubiza enye intokazi eshisa bhe. Nizoyibonela. Thembi Tambo. To present the next award. Dr. Lindiwe Mabuza, when she wrote that poem, Ati Tambo Lenyoka. Ati Tambo Lenyoka, when she wrote that poem about Baba, Oliver, Reginald, Tambo, another heavyweight of our years of building a new South Africa. Siyabonga.
Hello everybody.
You need a mic at first. There's light.
Oh thank God there's light.
There's light.
I've got a speech to read and I was worried I wouldn't be able to see well enough. So before I start, I think coming from a diplomatic background, I have to be able to say all protocol observed. So Premier, welcome. The iZinga team. I mean, what amazing people they are. Thank you. Thank you for the hard work that you've done putting this initiative together, and for all the NPOs and NGOs and foundations that you are here to honor. What a brilliant, brilliant thing to do for us as a country. And at this time, this is exactly the kind of thing that we need. So you may not be aware of it, but your timing has been absolutely perfect. So thank you very much for that. So I'm going to read this because this speech that I've written is about this next award. And it's very important to me. And again, I thank iZinga for putting my name to it. I find it's deeply humbling and it's a little bit overwhelming, particularly to be in this kind of company, to start off, for me, something that has never happened before, to have an award in my name.
Yes.
But
Yes. Yes.
But this award is not about me. This award is about a lineage of service, a call to responsibility, and the hope that each of us in our own way might leave this country better than we found it. To have my name linked to such a thing is both an honor and a charge to live to be worthy of it. So again, thank you very, very much. This award is rooted in legacy. It carries the name of my parents, Oliver and Adelaide Tambo, who dedicated their lives to the liberation and renewal of South Africa. They taught us, not through words alone, but through lives lived, that the truest measure of citizenship is not what we demand of our country, but what we can give it. My father said once, and I quote here, "A country, a movement, a people without a soul is nothing." Well, responsible citizenship is about tending to that soul. And it begins early, very early. In fact, it must. We cannot wait until adulthood to discover the duty we owe to one another. The notion of responsible citizenship belongs in the nursery classroom as surely as the alphabet and the times tables. When children learn empathy, honesty, and courage at 4 years old, they will grow into the citizens who will defend those same values at 40. This award is to a woman called Babita Diakaran. Babita Diakaran has been in the news recently but I have been following her story for the last 4 years since her passing. So when I was asked to do this, it was immediately clear to me that, yes, we have many people who are so-called whistleblowers in our society, but what happened to her just made her an absolute given in my mind for someone to be the first person to receive this award for responsible citizenship. She understood the truth of what it meant to be a person of integrity. She wasn't famous. She didn't command armies or hold any high office. She was a public servant, quietly committed to integrity. She saw wrongdoing and refused to look away. She spoke when silence would have been safer. In fact, there's a quote by this chap. His name is Czesław Milsov. He's a famous American-Polish poet, writer. And what he said is, in a room where people unanimously maintain a conspiracy of silence, one word of truth sounds like a pistol shot. And that was Babita. Well, she paid the ultimate price. Tragically murdered on the 23rd of August, 2021. Because she refused to be complicit in corruption and the abuse of public trust. Her life tells us that responsible citizenship is not an abstract idea. It is a duty. Sometimes costly, always necessary. Some call them whistleblowers, as I said earlier. Well, I have another name. I call them righteous heroes. Citizens of conscience, whose refusal to turn a blind eye to wrongdoing speaks that they are prepared to do anything, however dangerous it may be. Babita was such a person, a true patriot, a servant whose courage continues to speak. Well, we owe a debt not only to Babita, but also to her family. It was there, in their home, that her values were first nurtured. In their love, that her strength was first grounded. So tonight, we need to honor them too. For raising a daughter, a sister, a mother, aunt, whose life has become a moral compass for our nation. As we honor her, we must also look at the spaces where this spirit of service is nurtured. It's nurtured here, ladies and gentlemen, through you all, through you all. Too often leadership is imagined as power grasped. Yet true leadership is service rendered. And some of the finest examples of this lie here in this room and in our country, the South African-grown NGOs, who with little fanfare embody the true spirit of Ubuntu, the conviction that my humanity is bound up in yours. These organizations prove daily that responsible citizenship is not simply an individual act, but a collective strength. We must also restore the idea that those who risk everything to protect the public trust are heroes, not pariahs. They should be celebrated, encouraged, and remembered, not punished and silenced. Babita's life reminds us that honoring such courage is essential to building a country that lives up to its own ideals. So if we wish to honor Babita and the tradition of responsibility my parents championed, then we must not only celebrate responsible citizenship, we must reward it, we must protect it, and we must teach it to the smallest amongst us. We must make sure that those who live with integrity are not left to stand alone. My father once warned, the fight for freedom is not for the faint-hearted. Yeah, well, today we know that the fight for integrity, for justice, for responsible citizenship is also not for the faint-hearted, but it is for us, for all of us. So let us be citizens who do not avert our eyes, citizens who plant the seeds of integrity early and water them often, citizens who serve, who lead, who remember, and let us keep the name of Babita Deokaran not only as a story of loss, but as a beacon of the country we have a duty to become. We thank you, Babita. We thank you for your service. We thank you for your sacrifice. We thank you for showing us what responsible citizenship looks like when it is lived with unflinching courage. South Africa is poorer for your loss, but richer for your example. May your courage ignite ours. May your example guide us. And may your legacy remind us always of the responsibility we carry to each other and the world as citizens of this great nation. Thank you so much, everyone.
Is there a member of the family in the audience? Good things happen in my country, and I know it won't be in the morning news tomorrow. Somehow we don't believe in telling good news. It's very, very rare. Maybe they will mention it a bit, but it is so important for us to make it our business to be shining those stories. It is us now who must go out and continue talking about amazing things that take place in our country. No matter how painful, no matter how obscure, let's talk about them. And what's happening here at iZinga, there's a platform that is simply amazing. And I'm going to hand over now to good Frank. Hey, Derek. I remember Ben Okri. Some people know him because of, he's written many books, but one of my favorite one is The Famish Road. And there's a quotation that I repeat a lot because I like what he says. He says, a nation is as weak or as powerful as the stories they choose to tell to themselves or to one another. We're about telling our stories here. Every single one of you, I see an army of storytellers. A nation is as weak or as powerful as the stories they choose to tell to themselves or to one another. Let's celebrate that.
Thank you. No, I just want to say that's, Tembi, that's how you give a speech.
Yeah.
Yes. I forgot something, and that's, I saw once in a synagogue once upon a time, I saw a thing on the wall which I thought was quite apt, and that goes like this. I changed it slightly, but it started like this. Prayer is our humble answer to that inconceivable surprise of living. I've changed it to giving is our humble answer to the inconceivable surprise of having. Okay, Now, go. Is it working? Tell me what you want to say and I'll say it.
Hello. Well, thank you, everybody. No, we just want to wrap up today. We had the most extraordinary workshops today. I mean, everybody who was here, give us a round of applause. It was amazing. So, The new platform is live. Guys, you can actually go on our website and click on register, and you can register. So it's there. You can go. It's open to everybody now. It was only friends and family and by invitation while we were testing it. So we threw that. So just to manage expectations, the donor journey and stuff we're going to launch in about a month's time. Keep your eye up in the newspapers with Prime Media. We're going to make a big noise about that. And then our Knowledge and Information Hub will be live, hopefully beginning of January at the latest. But we're going to make a noise about that as well. But NPOs, get on board. Let's see how many we can get on. Upload your documents, you lazy buggers that haven't done it all. It's only 20 steps, only 20 steps, only a bit of time. It's free. Come on, you can do this. And then once again, thank you to all our partners, Tracy, the Netbank, and ShopRite, and McRoberts, and Prime Media. We couldn't, it was an idea that we had in the woods 5 years ago. Literally, ask the story, it's interesting. And look where we're standing. Yeah. So thank you, everybody, and thanks for coming out and joining us today. I can just say thanks for the support, all the friends and family that's here. All the chat, all the guidance. Al die raad het almal gegee hier. Okay, baie dankie daarvoor. Waardeer dit.
Thank you, guys. Help yourself to drinks and eats and whatever, and lovely to meet you all, and thanks for coming.
Thank you.